We go.
All right, there goes recording.
There we
There
go.
you go.
All right. Hopefully, say okay there. There's Eli. We're waiting for a couple more. And Tim's recording it for us, so that'll be great. Tim, do you know if it'll download to your computer or mine?
Right now, I have it downloaded to mine. I can have it download to the cloud as well, so we can look at that to see about how best to get that set up.
Yeah, that would be great. I think my personal one always went to my computer, but it just cuts off so quickly. It's hard to,
Yeah, that's why I went ahead and just got a subscription. It just works a lot better.
yeah. Eventually, let me know when your subscription's up. We'll see how this goes. It may be a
Well,
little
I
rough.
just
We
renewed it in the
got
fall
folks
time,
that's
so it's
coming.
good for a year.
Yeah, but you don't know when you signed up, so.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, Eli's back, Omni's back. I think that's our group. I had somebody in
Meg.
Discord
Is
chat.
Meg?
Oh yeah, Meg. And there was somebody else who wanted to join us. I'm trying to find her message so I can direct message her. Yes. So,
Thanks, Tim. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, you're welcome.
okay, yeah, she was on a few minutes ago. Um, I hope she's still on. Yeah, Mary. Okay. Well, we'll see if she joins us. She just messaged me. She says she couldn't find it in my call link. I don't know
Oh,
where
there's
else.
Mary. Mary's coming.
Oh, good. I was like, I hope I caught her before she took off. Yay, Mary. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Looks like we're
there
getting
you
everyone back. Hello, Mary. Just trying to work through. My brother has the paid Zoom, so it allows for longer recording. And so I was like, can we use your Zoom tonight and see how it goes?
Oh,
Mine,
I do too if you ever need it.
okay, cool. We might, yeah, want to jump into that because my other Zoom, it's free, but it now they're doing a 7 minute break between the first cutoff to where before you could restart it again on the free plan. It's kind of a pain.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I mean, I have the paid one because I do retirement income. Yeah, I'm a retirement income specialist. So, yeah, I mean, I have it if you want to use it. So,
Yeah, we might do that. I know some folks wanted to get a recording. Oh, here comes Eli.
oh,
So,
I'm recording it. You want me to record it?
It says it's
actually,
being recording.
Yeah, it's
It
yeah,
says
recording.
we're recording.
my brother set it up to record, but he had to be the one to start it to get it doing that. So that's the little, getting it figured out. Now he's just going to record it for us and then we can put it on Discord or something
Perfect.
with some of our folks that are waiting. But I think it'll be really good to show you guys some of these tools for researching products on ClickBank and some of the other integrations I'm building with my email list. And some of you guys don't have email. There's an easy way to do it to get an account with ConvertKit. You have to get a domain. But we do a lot of, like in our group, we do a lot of our own blogs. So we tie everything together to the blog site. If you don't have a website, I want to make it real simple. ConvertKit will let you just pull any domain in. You can even register it through ConvertKit and you can create a separate email sequence if you want to. So we're just looking for ways to add more income because the research shows it takes 7 points of contact for a sale generally. And when all you do is have one quick ad, the person doesn't know who you are. They may or may not buy, and the likelihood of buying is brought down if you don't have any other form of contact with that person. So trying to monetize the ad spend, especially for some of us with smaller budgets, I've been suggesting that we create this email sequence, and a lot of the ClickBank products actually have a suggested email series that you can send out with when you're promoting a product. So I've been looking into all of that to see what ways we can increase the profitability for you guys, especially getting started. Because if you're like me, I struggle figuring out the ads and getting it to convert and getting something that would really, really run on the market and convert high enough to cover the ad spend can be really difficult when you're getting started. So more ways to try to earn income by collecting an email lead, I think is a really good way to do it. So, all right. So we got Kelly here. We got Mary, Omni. I think, is this the first time you joined one of our calls?
I might have did one of your first ones, but yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, cool. It's good to see you on. And then Mary, I'm trying to remember. I know we've chatted a lot. We've got two. We got Mary Fathom and Mary Paria. So
It's my first time joining the call, and the Fathom thing is just my note taker. So
Got
it's
it.
going to summarize the
In
call
there.
for me and give me what do you call it, transcript and summarize it for me. So
Sounds good. And I
No
know
way. That's way cool. You don't have to take notes.
no, and it's free.
that's
So you
cool.
can go
I
to
don't know how to do it.
fathom.com. It's free.
Christy, I have a question.
Yeah,
Are you able to allow AI companion?
I have that might be a question for Tim, and he's recording it right now, but I don't know how to do that. So
So
let
at
me
the
go see.
bottom, there's an AI companion and it does what Mary's note taker does
Ooh, let me see. Your
for
AI
everybody.
companion can ask questions about this meeting. Ask the host to allow access. I'll see, but it may require Tim to allow access.
It will have to do it, but pretty much what it does is it's like a minute taker and it summarizes everything,
Ooh,
records
sweet.
everything, gives you topics, what was talked about, what is suggested to talk about next time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. We use it for work all the time, and it's really helpful for meetings like these.
Yeah, this would be great. Well, we're gonna get this thing figured out. And I think Eli, you said you have a business account we could
I
use.
do. Yes,
That might be a good one to do going forward. Just have your link in and then you start the calls and do the recording if you don't mind.
I don't at all. Just as
So
long as I'm available.
yeah, exactly. And if you're not, well, we can, yeah, because I'm like my brother's pretty busy, so I hate to bug him, but it looks like it's I just messaged him again. We'll see. Um, anyway, if we don't get that, at least we get a recording and we'll call it good.
So we just hit the AI companion. Like I sent you the ask the host. Your brother's probably getting all these notifications from everybody now.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, we didn't have his meeting too soon. We'll see what happens. But alrighty, well, this is great. I'm glad we got a good group here, and it's still a lot better than Discord. Discord drove me crazy last time trying to do the chat with that many people, and the sound isn't as good when everyone gets on. So my little section of creative traffic strategies has that little hands-on help. And for some of you guys, when you have like a website configuration you want to do, it's easy to jump in on Discord chat, but to try to have a whole group meeting, it was really crazy. So, all right. Well, let me go ahead and share my screen and I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I've been researching here. Let's see. I think it's this page. Let's go see how this works. Share. This is Discord because I was in there first. So let me see if you guys can follow. I just clicked over. Let me move this. I'm in the Zoom section. Okay. So I'm going to start here with free ad copy. Can you guys see that okay? Why is it doing this? I should be already logged in. It should have logged me in. Sorry, guys. I already signed up. So why are we doing this? Okay. All right, there you go. I wanted to show you guys what you can do. When you come over to free ad copy, you can sign up for free right now. I know it only gives you like, I think 10 credits, right? Just for starters on a free account. And Adam is working a deal to be able to get this website where we can all have lifetime access to it without the ad credits. And so he's working a deal with Stefan Georgi to purchase this website. So this is something that's going to be coming to Sheridan very soon, maybe even this week. But what I like about it is it has a lot of different templates. Look at this. You need email copy. You can click in here and have it write up an email for you. And probably for a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing, not just doing an email sequence, but also drafting our ads into email for Adam's new Rolodex, because it's all email based. I think this is where we're going to be using a lot of these tools. And there's advertorial templates. And I haven't played with this a whole lot because I am in the free account and I figured might just not do a whole lot, but this market research tool is supposed to be really good for being able to take a transcription of the VSL of any product we want to do, and it'll help analyze that and tell us, you know, kind of the major, what's the hook, where's the angle that they're coming from for this product, who is our audience, what's our ideal avatar. Kind of, it'll break everything down. Where's the authority figure, the social proof, or whatever that they're relying on. It'll break everything down into all the aspects of creating a good marketing campaign. And Bruce has explained that we can go and he recommends that we watch the VSL that is given with our product and record the audio of that. I'm not sure what tool he uses. I don't know if he does it through Loom. I use the Wondershare Filmora software for recording on screen. Wondershare Filmora is $75 one-time pay. And you can get that recording and you don't have to pay monthly for it. It's just one time. And I use it for all of my videos because I do YouTube channel and all kinds of things. So
Can you spell that, Christy? What's it called?
Wondershare, Wondershare, and it's by Filmora, Filmora, Filmora. So you Google it, you'll find it. I've been on their platform for years and it does good screen recording and editing in my videos when I do my UGC content for Amazon product reviews. I use it to put the videos from my phone into whatever format I want. If I want like a profile format for something on Facebook Reels, it'll do that. It just has a lot of functionality and it has AI features too.
So it does the same as Loom then?
Yeah, it's way more powerful than Loom.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's a lot more cheaper than Loom too, because it was going to
yeah.
cost me about $30 a month for Loom. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know why they push Loom at Sheridan, but I'm like, dude, just pay the one-time fee, $75, and you've got it for life. And they do have like titlers you can put on your video if you want to make it fancy. And some of those you'll have to pay for extra. But what we do with market research and using it for just taking a screen recording of a VSL, you don't need all that fancy stuff. So technically, your free or the one-time payment account would give you what you need for that. Another platform I'm just going to tell you about because some of my friends use it. I don't have it right now, but it's called Descript, and I know that Sheridan used to recommend that. Descript has a feature where it will play the VSL and give you a transcript of that VSL. But again, I haven't used it, so I couldn't tell you how it works. And cost-wise, I believe it's a monthly payment thing. And again, I'm trying to get through some bills right now, so I'm not signing up extra, but Descript is very powerful from what my friends tell me. One of my friends even did a video where he scripted out his video and then used the eye correction on Descript to be able to look straight into the camera. It took his looking down of his writing and got his eye looking straight at the camera. I don't know how Descript did it, but that's something that Descript has with its AI eye correction feature. New thing that's been added. So another good tool is Descript. Okay, so I just want to show you guys this briefly, the freeadcopy.com. You can sign up for free and play around. That's all I'm doing. I'm not paying for anything until we get this to go through, but it looks pretty exciting of what we'll be able to do here. And I think getting a copy of the audio copy of the VSL, and what Bruce talks about doing is going into Word. And apparently in Office 365 version of Word, there's a feature in the toolbar to take an audio file and script it out for you. So if you do record an MP4 version of the VSL, supposedly you can upload that into, I believe, the Microsoft Office 365. And I haven't done it, but he says there's a way to do that, to upload the audio MP4 or
Records too.
What does it do?
It'll record it too. So it'll record it. And then once it's recorded, you could just transcribe it.
Okay, so how do you get it to record then?
It's not a dictate option.
Okay.
And you could either hit dictate or record. So
Ah,
it'll record the VSL. And then once it's recorded, you could transcribe it.
so you don't need necessarily to use Filmora or Loom?
No.
Whoa, so I'm glad you're on this call, Mary. That's great. I'll have to try that. That sounds really good.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Can you back up and tell me how to do that again? I missed. Like,
Mary, are you able to
it doesn't-
show us that? I'll stop sharing if you want to show us.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. And then we'll come back to more tools in a minute.
Let me pull it up. I've got so many things open. Right now I don't have it downloaded. I'm on my laptop, so it's going to be a like the web version. Oops. Just open it now.
I'll have to see what you've done, because this is the one piece that's kind of holding me up in some of my research. I wasn't quite sure. I haven't actually got this part working yet.
Microsoft. I'm gonna log in real quick. So nope, that's not it. Person there.
Now I'd like to see where that is. I'm looking at my Word. I see the dictate option, but I don't see a record option.
Are you what level do you have? I mean,
It's
what?
like, I believe it's 365.
Christy,
It's
I got it on my computer if you want me to show it.
maybe Office
Okay, if you have it on yours, because for some reason mine is not. I can't even pull up Word right now.
Yeah, here, I'll show you guys. I did a real estate shoot. I used a AI voiceover, so I'll show you how this works. I just had, I
cool.
just uploaded it and transcribed it, so I was just testing it out while you guys were talking about it. So, let me go ahead and show you guys
Sorry.
what I did here.
My brother runs airphotographyco.com. So he does a lot of real estate videos.
So I just opened up Word here, and then I went to, let me just go ahead and X out of this so you can see how I got there. So basically on the front, the home toolbar here at the top, there is dictate over here, little drop down arrow, and you either do dictate or transcribe. So if you have the audio clip and you want to transcribe that, and you just hit transcribe. If you want to dictate where you want to talk into your microphone, then that's when you use the dictate. But if I hit transcribe,
So can you? There you go.
so that pulls it up here, and I already had the clip. I just dropped it in there. So I just, basically hit upload audio. So you can either use your own microphone if you want to, or you can upload an audio clip. So this is an audio clip I used for a real estate shoot. And so I just uploaded it. It took a while. There's a progress bar up here, but then once that got done, and then it just transcribed everything for me right here. And I can, of course, looks like I can go in there and edit it if I need to.
Hey, Jim, do you
And
know if it will record something while you're playing it on your computer? Because that's different than if you're going into a microphone.
What do you mean? Like, well, I was
it will
playing
give you the
so,
option.
yeah. So it gave me the option to upload my own audio file, or I could speak into the microphone.
Okay, so you would still have to have another device playing it. But I would assume, because like Zoom, Zoom records us talking, but like on some of my recording audio apps, it will not record the other side if it's played by the computer. For some reason, it cuts that out and only records what picks up on my side of
So
the mic.
Tim, if I had a YouTube video and I wanted to transcribe what was being said between the two people on the video, would Word do that?
If you have the audio file of that YouTube video,
Okay, so you need the audio file. So
You
would
might
need,
play with your phone maybe into a microphone, and then it would
Now-
work because it's coming in through the mic.
it
Okay.
did say that there was that it does record the right and left channel separately. So if you have, let's say there's two conversations, then it'll transcribe both those separately, which is kind of nice.
Okay.
This is really helpful, Tim. Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
glad
thank you.
you're on the call monitoring a little bit. Really appreciate it. So
So does that answer the question there as far as the transcribe and the dictate?
yes. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll try. I might just do that. I'll bring the Clickbank offer up on my phone so that my microphone will hear it and try to just transcribe it. Maybe that'll avoid the whole, I could do it with them more, but why not just try it that way? Might be really easy. So
Yeah, and there's options to record, audio and stuff like that. So I mean, there's multiple ways to get audio if you need to get something off YouTube or something like that. I use the YouTube free downloader, and I can download any video off YouTube that way, and then I can either download it as an MP4 or download it as an MP3. So if you just want the audio only, you can do an MP3.
Yeah, we're talking like the VSLs on ClickBank, so it's a different platform. However, if you can play it on your phone, you got your audio. It should work, I would think.
Yeah, so if you're just playing on your phone, if you have like a microphone to then capture it into Word, then that should work just fine.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome, Tim. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing us that.
Yeah, no problem.
No. Good. This is something that like people have asked about this a couple times already since we've, Bruce talked about doing this. But from what I could tell, and of course I haven't monitored all the calls, but I haven't seen anybody really show this. So I'm glad we were able to get that help with Tim showing us that. So that'll be great.
Yeah, I got Office
And
365, so.
I looked into Descript.
Yeah.
Annual for their starter platform's $144 a year.
Yeah.
Just no, I'm just putting it out there for those that if they were interested.
Yep. No, I think this route of being able to do it with Word, it'll save you guys. And then of course, just for screen recording if you wanted to. I mean, that's $75 lifetime. I've used it for many years now with
Yeah.
Windows Show from
No,
Bill
are you
Moore.
just trying to transcribe? Like, I'm a little bit confused. You're like, what are you trying to transcribe? Are you just trying to transcribe audio, YouTube videos? Like, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, it's in ClickBank. It's a VSL called a video sales letter. So when they do the offers or the sales on their products, so it's completely separate from YouTube. It's ClickBank's video hosting software. So it's not something you could just use a downloader from, but we have to be able to play it. And I'm trying to get a recording of that audio in order to bring it into Word. So
Gotcha.
I think
There was
being able to play it on the
Another
phone.
AI app that I use called Otter, and so I think it's like Otter.ai or something like that. I'll
Oh,
have to double check. And that was it can actually link up to Zoom if you need to, so that way it can transcribe your Zoom conversations. So it's another AI companion, and so I've used that to transcribe my voiceovers into text, and then when I give those instructions for the video editing, on how to do it, then they have a transcribe of the actual voice in case it's someone that doesn't know English that well, they can transcribe it to their language or
nice.
their language.
Well,
So
those are great tools to know about, but yeah, I don't know that Otter would integrate with ClickBank. I mean, maybe it does.
yeah, I'd have to look into that.
Yeah. Well, I think you gave us a solution. Just being able to play it on our phone. Just make sure you plug your phone in so it doesn't run out. Some of those VSLs are an hour and a half. So I've fallen asleep trying to record them before. So cool. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna does anybody have any more questions on that? Because I'll show you some more tools. All right. Sounds like no more questions. So let's go ahead and move to the next one I want to show you guys. I'm going to share. Hopefully this is right. Yep. Okay, so this is where we kind of left off with the free ad copy. This is what we'll be doing once we get that transcript. Then you can go into the market research tab, and I'm just going to open it because I haven't done this, but this is something to. I know that Bruce, and I don't know where he went in here. I kind of wish he could show us this, where he went to get all the breakdown of the script itself. And I don't know if he used this or not. I'm just gonna click on it. It might have been, but he said he was able to parse out all of this information and have it regenerate a text, like for his landing page and his bridge page. The thing that I don't see this doing is I don't see it telling us the target market. He somehow used this software for that. And maybe what I'll do is get on one of his calls and ask him to see if he'll be willing to show us how he did that. Because I think that would be really good.
Script in the ad copy.
Is it where was that?
All he did was the ad where it says ad copy. He just
Okay.
put the transcript in there.
Add copy. Oh, email? Was it here?
No, what?
Classic ads?
Or I don't know if it's classic or advertorial.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, see, I've been a little afraid to click too many things and try stuff because then I'd run out of my 10 credits real quick.
Well,
So
you have more than one email, right?
I suppose I could do that.
Yeah. That's what Bruce said he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Editorial ads, third person note, news story. Yeah, a lot of,
Jump page.
hey, this might have been where he was.
The jump page right there.
Yeah. Because that's what we're doing. We're building that bridge page as a jump page. But see,
Yeah.
how did he get all this parsed from an audio script
To
in
the
Word?
right. No, go up. Go
Mhm.
back up. See on the right where it says add copy? The
Oh,
box
yeah.
to the right.
Um,
So he put his transcript in there.
ah, that's
And
probably what it
then,
is.
yeah. And then you generate. And then all everything on the left populates from the transcript that he entered.
That's how he did that. Okay, guys, we now
Yeah.
figured out what he did. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, so this is going to help a lot of us. I mean, I was kind of stuck at this point too. I was like, how did he do that? Where did he get that? And now I know. So close this bar here. Okay, so freeadcopy.com is where we're going to generate the text for our jump page, and that's exactly where I'm at with picking offers right now. I have a couple offers I'm interested in and kind of debating between the two. Now, I want to show you guys what I was going to show you here. I think it's this one here. This is one of the tools that Bruce talked about for being able to research products. And I don't know if you can see this, it's cbengine.com, cbengine.com. And I just was kind of perusing in here. It has top gravity products. I was kind of surprised by some of the ones that says are top right now. Ted's Woodworking was top back when I joined Clickbank several years ago. So seeing it still in the top, your top 4, that's incredible. This is really neat for like if you do a niche oriented towards woodworking or crafts, and I kind of have a little background in that. So maybe someday I'll start a niche. I've often thought, yeah, I'm going to push this product because I think it would go really well. But look at this Genius Wave. This is one that kind of goes with like the theta brainwave, and it kind of works along with more the mindset and self-help type niches for accomplishing goals and all that. So I'm like, man, to see that top one, it is a little bit low in payout, but you can see the gravity is really high on it. Pro Denim is, of course, the teeth whitening soft one that you'll see on there. It's really high. Billionaire. This one, can't say it. Billionaire Brainwave, I think goes along with the theta wave idea of Genius Wave. Both of them are kind of tapping into the same type of angle of, your ability of your brain to be able to generate or help you be productive. So anyway, I was kind of surprised by all this. This one right here, live chat jobs, is something I personally was looking at for my Creative Profits Academy, kind of promoting it through something like this, because there are people building their own blog websites. You guys all know it. We're all kind of in the same camp. We're building our businesses online. There's a period of time where you're just putting content together and you're not getting paid, because it takes time to build an audience. It takes time to get your ads up and everything. So I had this on a front end ad offer, make money fast with these side gigs. It might be a really good option. And so I was looking seriously at this one before I even saw it listed in here as one of the top 10 products. So it's just really interesting to follow it. Look at the money wave and the genius wave. Kind of interesting to look at all this. Aqua Tower, I was looking at that for my green living off grid, because this one, goes along the lines of, self-supporting green products, that kind of thing. It's not in the top 10, but it's still here on the first page. So kind of neat to look at this, right? App reviews. I was looking at this one as well for my Creative Profits Academy niche. So thinking seriously about promoting some of these. This one, the payout is really low. There was one, I think live chat jobs might have been better. Yeah, the live chats gravity is over 100, and actually their payout, their initial sales low, but they actually have a reoccurring model $33 a month. So I'll show you guys it in a minute. $33 a month reoccurring average, and the average payout on all of the sales is $75. So even though the initial amount is very low, $75 is getting closer to that 100 mark. And I try to look for something around 100 when I'm looking at promoting something with paid ads, because really to be break even just with the paid ad portion, you want to be right around that $150 amount. I think there are people in Cherrington have made it with less. I just know for just my simple math and things that I've done with things on the conversion side, just with my online, and I do a lot of organic testing of my stuff. And it's like, I need something in that 100, 150 amount range just from my experience. But people like Adam probably know how to do it with lower price point products, who are better with their ads. I'm not quite there yet. So, okay. So, and then look, smoothie diet, there's health and nutrition. Look at all these, a lot of good stuff here. And so anyway, I just thought you might like to take a look at CB Engine. I did look at reoccurring, and I was disappointed to see they didn't list anything here. But that's where that rebill option is on Clickbank that tells you what's reoccurring. If you want to build a reoccurring income revenue stream, try to stick with those kinds of products, and you'll have a better chance of having income stay on beyond the first month. Okay, I wanted to also show you the other tool that Bruce mentioned today on the call is CB Snooper. So I'm going to move my
Question, but Christy,
Yeah.
were a lot of those products ebooks then?
No, they weren't. There were actual, like in the app writing app reviews, and one of those products, I forget which one, actually takes you to a place to apply to actually get some of those side gig jobs. And like one of them is a chat box manager for Amazon. Well, Amazon needs chat box people at all hours of the day. So I don't know because I haven't clicked on it further, but they were boasting payouts of $30 an hour. So someone worked for 3 hours, they'd almost make $100 on a side gig. So it's like, some of those were $30, $35 an hour. Not bad for needing to boost your income quickly when you're falling short on your current job, which is where I'm at right now. So I'm like, I might actually check these out for myself too. So
What was
This
the
one's
Ted
really
Woodward-
good, the snooper. Like, I like this movement one because like you can see how they keep talking about this mytolin or whatever, and it's
yeah.
actually dropping. Like the
Yes, this is the closest thing to the trends, the CB
Yeah.
trends needs to have. You can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and look at the gravity. That
Mhm.
tells me there's a ton of affiliates promoting it. It's been growing over time. I like to look for gravity close to 100. That's what Bruce was talking about. But this is almost, I wonder if it's saturated, to be honest with you. Just looking at that, looking that it's trending down right now. Because all products kind of have a kind of, they'll start at this one level, they'll start to build kind of like a mountain. They'll get to a peak and then they'll start to drop off.
Yeah.
And so that's where the trends are kind of important to watch. Look at Right Apps.
Right ups.
The
Yeah.
products I was looking at, and I looked at this and I, ooh, it's growing. And see, the gravity isn't quite to 100 yet,
Yeah.
but it looks like it's growing. So that's
Yeah.
it. That's kind of what Bruce was talking about. Finding that product that's beginning to take off can be really good. And for my niche, that would be a perfect fit. I'm looking specifically for products that would be a good front end to my back end offers in my email sequence on my niche.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Some of the videos I watched on YouTube, and don't ask me which ones because I watched tons of them. And that was the one of the things that I know, like when I went and researched the products I'm interested in, that was like one of the things, like honestly, the gravity on the ones I'm looking at are just over 40. Payouts are like 160.
Good.
And I was like, I went and one of the things I did was I like just Googled it to see, what popped up. I Googled a couple of things around it. And and then I did like a couple of the really popular ones. And when you go type in that, like the ads on Google's that pop up, there's like, I didn't even scroll through them all. There were so many. And then my product I'm looking at, I didn't find one Google ad as an example, right? So I'm like, it's a product that I know in our niche will move. And so there's a lot of variables I feel that we have to look at. It's not just like everybody's hung up on the gravity. And I'm like, be careful because the gravity shows that a lot of people are selling it already.
Mhm.
And so, and then keep in mind who's our clientele, right? The 45 plus women, right? So, Omni, that was one of the things, like, I know, Christy, you came on and said that, you didn't like her product, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but 45 plus, like the menopause info that has come out in the last 2 years and women scrambling,
Yeah.
looking for perimenopause and menopausal products is off the chain.
Yeah, it
So
might just be a beginner.
Yeah, I think could have potential.
and again, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going after Kegel or not Kegel, pelvic floor stuff
Mhm.
because it's another area. Like I'm menopausal, like I'm 50,
Mhm.
right? So I'm that woman. So I was like, okay, well, it's either wait for menopause or they're tired of pissing themselves or they're like it's they're tired or they're in some like just go honestly look up the side effects of perimenopause and menopause and whatever products are around that and then research the product that like the person's selling. I would be very shocked if you didn't make some money just if Adam's group is being honest about the email groups that we're being put into. That's that
Yeah,
that's where I'm coming from.
that's true. It is a unique area because it's not like it's on the Facebook. It's not like it's on the Google. We
Yeah.
are in a unique market, which could give us an edge over some of the competition, even that's already being promoted on these major top products. So you
And
bring
I
up
know
like,
like because I am menopausal that I know all the analog or like Facebook listens to everything and I probably on the daily cursing menopause, but I just honestly I just know Google the podcasts that are out there. Intermittent fasting, helping hormone balance, helping, belly fat for menopause, all those things. Thank you. I think you guys will like, we're so blessed to be women because we're going to have an upper hand because we're really going to be able to come in and go, okay, I know what she's thinking. I know what she's like. Okay, for what I'm thinking of advertising, and if somebody decides to steal it, whatever. But for the products, 2 products I'm looking at that deal with the pelvic floor, I've got about a dozen videos of trampoline scenes. And I'm like, so my headline is this, as a menopausal woman, is this your worst nightmare?
oh wow.
Will this cause you to pee? Like something like that'll be my head.
Yep.
And then I just have an image of a female bouncing on a trampoline, right?
Yep. Oh my God.
So because again, I'm menopausal, I get it, right? Like fluids come out of you in places you didn't know existed. So it's just for me, I'm being serious. Like if like I'm going off of that's what Adam said. They used to hardcore when I first joined, say boomers, research boomers. I spent 3 weeks, 4 weeks researching boomers. Now they're really tipping to 45 plus women. I'm like, well, frick, that's me.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is easy. And then that's where I'm coming from. And I think that I honestly, that's why Omni, I was glad you came on the call because I really think when I looked at the copy that company may want you to use, it was all the things
Yeah.
that I'm telling you, like that if you go Google perimenopause, and sorry, Tim, I apologize. This is probably too much info for you, but honestly, like when I saw their images and stuff, and I'm like, that's exactly what I would look for, right?
Yeah.
So again, even though they're supplying you with it, but go to them and ask, like, like for me, that's what I would do if somebody's like, I really want you to use my stuff. Go to them and say, can I incorporate your stuff with this? And
Well,
I think you might do really well.
well, and here's the other thing. They're wanting you to use their stuff probably because they want a certain accurate type of, they don't want people spinning something off and them getting
That's a
sued.
lie.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, the whole idea of being creative may not be necessary for your specific ad banner. Maybe just try their images because we're in a unique traffic source. I mean, what you could at least test it, right? And it's likely there isn't a lot of competition because nobody's looking for a 14 gravity, right?
Yeah.
Especially in our community. So I mean, and that
Except
was
me.
really my
Except me.
issue. My issue has been like I don't know your product because I didn't look at it. If they are a little stringent on the creatives, I might be afraid to try a whole lot of spinning around that. But
Mhm.
in your case, maybe you don't have to spin. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And like Alyssa says, it's like a new product, perhaps. I don't even see it here on the trending. So I don't know. And Bruce did say on his call, I would never tell you not to test it
Mhm.
because every time, they've seen it over and over in Sheridan where, oh, I don't think that's going to go, but go ahead and test it. And then they test it and go, oh my gosh, it goes. It happens. And so you might have that edgy product nobody else is going to look at in the
Mhm.
market source that Adam has that nobody else has in this community. Nobody else is using it. Nobody on the ClickBank is using it. Who knows? You might run run the market there on a 14
Yeah.
gravity. So that's why it's like, yeah, I appreciate Alyssa's
Mhm.
feedback on that. It might be worth a try.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Again, like I said, this is just my opinion, but being a woman that's their demographic, I mean, I'm just being honest and upfront, right?
Yeah,
Like
thinking of that demographic, that's why I'm like, that's everyone in that demographic. Everyone's
100%.
I know.
experienced it at some
I
point, you
skimmed, I
know?
only saw a couple of the, like when you screen shared, I only saw, I
Mhm.
didn't deep dive, like look,
Yeah.
but I was chasing dogs and watching on my phone. But
Mhm.
when I saw the images, I was like, those are good images. And
Mhm.
when, what did I saw the one headline for their creative was the something belly, menopause belly, which is just Google that and like
Yeah.
the stuff that pops up. I mean, I look like I'm 9 months pregnant. I can't lie. But I just it's just the way it is. Menopausal women, we put on weight. It just yeah, it's
The
crazy.
opposite, me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you are right. You're right, Meg. There are some women that do the opposite, but the ones that do the opposite, like you guys aren't complaining or looking for fixes for that. The ones of us that
Well,
you
well,
know,
they're
a
taking
second child that we weren't impregnated with, we're looking to get rid of it. So,
oh, it's not fun what I'm going through right now. So
fair enough. Yeah.
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 But
But
that's what I guess it still comes back to that research.
yeah,
What
it's like that.
are menopausal women, perimenopausal women going through? Basically, by the time you're 45, 50, you're in menopause. Perimenopause is that like 35 to 45. But, so and they're saying 45 plus, so you probably really just want to really research
Mhm.
menopause.
Yeah.
And I think um I think anything that's weight loss to do with menopause will probably do well. If it's not already oversaturated,
Mhm.
it'll do well. And the emails that Adam's putting out there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, good feedback. I really like
Mhm.
that. So I thought it'd be fun. I don't know if Meg has her account back on ClickBank, but it would be fun at this point to kind of jump into ClickBank itself and look at products. And would you guys like to do that, or just
Yeah,
um,
go ahead.
how are we on time too? Because I know we're at the top of the hour right now.
Oh yeah, well, it's you. You're the leader. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
so
And
I'm like,
anybody who has to go or has questions, maybe ask those that have questions that they want personally answered that might have to leave. I don't know.
I'll go ahead and stop the share just for a minute and just kind of see if anybody has comments, questions in the feedback. I don't see that. Just looking at our participants, we've got a good group of folks though. Nice to see Eli. She's here. Yeah. And some of you,
I'm here.
it's good to see you. So some of you guys, I know like Eli, we were working on getting integrations with website and with your product offer. And I know with Meg, we were kind of doing that too. I still need to get you guys a little bit further on the path of technical. But I think what I'm going to do is like what we did at Eli the other day. We jumped on a hands-on help when you were available, and I work from home, so I'm pretty flexible. So I can work with you guys more technically off the call on some of that if you guys want to do some of that. So I just wanted to make these more focused toward where are we going with our Cherrington ads? How can we monetize that? How do we get integrations and stuff? So what I'm going to do right now, I'll jump on to, actually I have a couple things I want to show you. Integration wise with ConvertKit. Let me see if I can share because you might like to see this. So my idea is collecting an email address so that your ad spend, even if it doesn't convert, you have a chance of getting people on an email list that you can then retarget. That demographic you're going after anyway, you can retarget with additional offers. There's a couple things to be aware of. In some of these email platforms, I'm not 100% sure on ConvertKit, but I know like MailChimp is very big on this. There's several others that are big names. They will not allow you to embed a link directly in your emails. It has to go to your website or a bridge page like we're doing with Adam. Adam's traffic source allows direct embedding, but you get better conversions when you run through a bridge page. So I'm like, okay, we got to go through a bridge page anyway. I mean, to get better conversions, to frame our audience, why not embed some kind of offer that we can create that goes with that offer that can then have people can opt in to get your offer and they join your email list. So I'm going to show you what I was playing with today because I just got it, the bridge page up, but I don't have the copy done because I was needing to figure that little piece that we learned about tonight. So I'm going to show you, let me just go ahead and share. And I'm going to see if I've got it up because at one point I did. So let me see, Cherrington. Okay, so I want to show you guys, for those of you who haven't set up a bridge page yet, where can you find the bridge pages? You're going to go into your account, get into Flexi. You know how to access that through Adam's platform. Does anybody not know how to get into Flexi? Let me know. I don't see anyone. Okay, so you go into Flexi and you click on sites. And you might remember, let me just step back a little bit because you probably, in sites, you're going to have, let's just go back. I was trying to get it to go back to sites open. And I don't know why I'm not seeing it right now. Here, under websites, you see how you have cutting edge? And then you can make a copy of your cutting edge. And the one that has the bridge page is cutting edge version 4.1. And I didn't know this. I was looking for the bridge pages. I had to ask Bruce on the call today because I couldn't find it when I was looking for it because I had 4.0 and I didn't realize they had released 4.1. I missed the memo somewhere. So anyway, I went into a copy of 4.1. They don't recommend you write in the current version because when they release a new version, it would erase all your work on your pages. So the recommendation is that you make a copy. You just do the 3 dots here to the right and hit clone. For those of you who haven't done this, that's what you're going to do. You're going to take cutting edge 4.1, 3 dots on the right, hit clone, and then you can name your website. And so for me, I did Christie's Cutting Edge version 4.1. The next piece in this puzzle here is to get down to the bridge pages. You're going to scroll down towards the bottom. And there are several different templates of bridge pages. I took a clone of this one. And what I do is I actually copy whatever I'm going to use. Again, because I don't want it overridden. Even though this is a copy website, so it technically won't override. I just want to be able to go back and reference something. If I mess something up, I don't want to ruin my copy. So my original, sorry. So I make a copy of everything. This is the one that I started modifying. Other bridge pages, I believe this is a bridge page here. Cardiologist, another bridge page. I think there's 4 of them. This might be a bridge page as well. So they're set up with kind of a layout that you're going to use. I like this one and I'll show you why. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Keep in mind, I haven't tailored this to my offer yet because I was still learning how to get the VSL to a transcribe and do all that. So I haven't been able to do that yet. And thankfully with the training tonight, that's going to help me do that. Get a new title. I'm going to do that. And also free ad copy gives us new headlines. You can get several headlines for your ad copy. And those headlines can be generated through free ad copy and then put into Metric Mover. For those of you kind of new, you may not know what that is. Okay, so think about it this way. You're going to have your Flexi, which is where your bridge page is. This is the first page people are going to see after they click on your banner ad. So you're creating your banner ads, your images in Pixel Press. When Adam gets the training done, we're going to be putting those little banners. What used to be live intent is going to be Adam's new traffic source. It'll be the little ad banners. When people click those ad banners, so you guys can get clarity on how this flow works, they're going to come straight to a bridge page. This is the page that you're responsible for editing with your images and your headlines. And I wanted to show you, so what I recommend doing is you just kind of draft up your main text that you want. You're going to use free ad copy, and then you can you're going to basically remap all of these things going to the Clickbank offer through your hop link. You're going to get an affiliate link for your offer. And when you get your basic template done, your basic images, your basic text, there's a program called Metric Mover, and that is where you can change the main headline and have it rotate through a bunch of main headlines to test it. And you can also rotate your main image. It might be this one, I'm not exactly sure. When you take your copy of your page after you've re-scripted everything out, you're going to bring it into Metric Mover, and it's going to help you be able to parse out what can be changed for testing purposes. It's a little bit advanced. For me, I'm just going to focus right now on just getting my offer, getting the main copy in, looking at the different headlines to run my banner ads, but probably not a lot of Metric Mover at first, just because it's a lot of moving parts to test. I don't have a ton of money on ad budget. And so I'm going to test mainly my images and my headline before I go and try to test the landing page too, because it's just a lot to figure all of that out. But I wanted to show you, this is the format that they give you. And then if you want to bring in your ConvertKit opt-in, and I don't know that I'll take the time tonight to go over this, but maybe next week we could do this if you want. ConvertKit gives you different opt-in forms or landing pages. And what I'm going to recommend is you use an opt-in form that you can get people to sign up to get a free PDF that you're going to give that goes along with the offer. This is my addition to Sheridan's process because they don't normally collect emails. So just so you know, nobody else does this. And you can't really ask Bruce because he doesn't do this at all. It'd be only on my call I can help you with this stuff. But I wanted to show you, so what I did is there's a little plus up here in designing my page. When you click that little plus, you can scroll down a little bit and you see this little button that has custom code. You could take that and drag it onto your page. Now, I already did, so I'm not going to do that right now. You see this little custom code right here? I'm going to go ahead and open ConvertKit because it looks like I thought I had it up. Oh, yeah, I don't have it up. Okay, so let me open ConvertKit too so you guys can see.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't been in Flexi since they ever updated it, but are they running Flexi kind of like WordPress now?
Yeah, it is a WordPress.
Okay. So
It's
like the widgets and stuff are on the side and the buttons are similar.
very similar. You're going to be used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks very the format looks really similar.
Now that you've been doing your blog site, you're getting really good at this.
Yeah.
So it's cool. You're going to be like the pro teaching everybody here pretty soon. So I want to show you this too, because Eli, at some point when we figure out your offer and you're ready to integrate, you could set up a separate opt-in form with a separate option that you want to give away, and ConvertKit will let you do that. So we did a special domain for Eli just for her offer. And we could do another domain, and it's very easy with Springs Hosting, having her own website. They let you have as many subdomains as you need. So it's not hard to set this up. But you basically go into the section under Grow with Kit. And if you guys are going to run Kit apart from a WordPress website, you're going to do this exact same thing. You'll just have to get a domain to connect. I recommend Springs Hosting and map everything through Cloudflare just because that way I have the functionality to build a website off my domains as well as use them in here. And so I personally do not buy domains through ConvertKit, but I know they have the option for those who just want to go, real light and easy. But then you got to move everything back to Springs Hosting if you want to host. So my recommendation is to go through Springs Hosting for everything. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is a form that I designed, and I'm going to make a copy of this form to create something similar for my offer. This is the form that goes right into my WordPress website for people to opt into my email list and get my 5 Passion Profit Income Strategies document that I give at creativeprofitsacademy.com. And if you look over at Creative Life Freedom, you'll see how it works with the plugin. It's on my side widget, so it doesn't take up my page. But I also am able to do, let me go ahead and move this bar out of the way. When you go to up here at the top, it says publish. Watch what it does. Under HTML, you can get all the code to embed into your Flexi page. You just take the whole thing, or you can just hit the copy. I'm not going to do this because I've already done it. But you'll hit copy under HTML for your opt-in form when you create that for your list. And then you come back over here to the custom code right here, open code editor, and you paste it all in there. That's how easy it is. Now, I'm going to show you how this shows. Keep in mind, I have not updated my text or anything yet. I did assign it to my URL, and there's probably another way to do it when we get it tied into DIY Tracks, which is the tracking software for everything. I haven't got all that done yet, but I just want to show you functionality, what it looks like on a bridge page to have your form embedded. So here is the bridge page, and look at how easy this is. It just fits right in. It also is responsive. The only thing I haven't figured out how to do is how to get the form to center. And it has something to do with the code feature in Flexi. I haven't found the control to tell it to center versus left align. That's the only issue. But when you look at it on a cell phone, it sizes down nicely. There's no issue whatsoever with the form. It's not going to bump your text out of alignment on the cell phone. It works well. It's web responsive. And so a person can put in their email address. I'm going to do it real quick, so you guys see how nice this works. And actually, there's going to be something I'm going to test on here. I currently have a double opt-in, so people have to go to their email and say, yes, I want to get these emails, because bots constantly like to get to SEO websites, search engine, and they'll play with your forms all day long. And I don't want a bunch of fake subscribes. So on my website, I have a double opt-in. This form is currently set up for that. But when you actually run it through Adam's traffic, there's a way to waive that. And I have to test it a little bit more. But if we can waive the double opt-in, it will help, your conversions a lot better. And on paid traffic, you don't have bots. It's literally paid traffic. It's not going to be showing on these other sites where bots can find you. So the whole purpose for a double opt-in is really, you don't need to worry about that. It also affects in Europe, you have to have a double opt-in. US, you do not. But there's another workaround, and I haven't figured it out, but there's a way to do a checkbox to say, yes, I consent to receiving marketing emails. If you do that, then if your ad runs in Europe, it's not a problem. So that's another way around this. So I'm going to sign up just so you guys see how it does. You see how it says success? Currently, it tells you to check your email before anyone's on the list. They have to actually resubscribe. I'm trying to figure out, I'll probably make a copy of the form to make a second version just for the ads with Adam, so I don't have to double opt in. But you can see how easy that is. It doesn't take them off the page. They're still on the page. They're able to read everything, and they're still able to click, yeah, I want to watch this video, and go right to the offer. which when you go to set your bridge page up, nothing is set up until you go through all the pieces of getting your Clickbank hop link, tying it to your offer. You'll have to get all of this piece. And I think this is where Bruce and Todd will be helpful, and also the VAs, and getting everything configured correctly with DIY tracks. And so, and then metric mover. Those are the pieces where the VA are going to really be able to help you out. But if you create on your bridge page, your opt-in for whatever it is you're offering, when you copy the code for this page and you put it into metric mover, it's going to retain all that code, because metric mover doesn't mess with the text. It only messes with the headlines and your main hero shot. So it's not going to mess your configuration, I don't believe, to use all of Adam's tools and these other ways of marketing. So that's really what I have to share with you guys tonight, and to kind of show you the possibilities of being able to collect emails right into Adam's bridge page. And yeah, it'd be really great if that can help build your list. And then automations, I still have to develop it, but this particular offer I'm looking at has 20 emails. So I could create a special offer, they get it, and then they sign up for those emails, and they can get the 20 email sequence, which would be really cool. Maybe get more sales that way.
So, question.
Yeah.
I know Media Mavens is down right now, but would this be something you could embed in there in the future, or no?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
because I think if you remember when we had Media Mavens, we still had Flexi pages to promote Media Mavens, right?
Correct.
So you would just find a spot to insert, you'll have the same tools because it's all
Yeah.
Flexi. So
Okay.
you could just insert that in, put the custom code in, take the code from your form that you create specifically for that offer. And the cool thing is, now I'm still learning, again, I'm learning this new platform with ConvertKit, but
Yep.
there's a way to set an automation. First of all, you set, when people put their info in through your form, you could tell ConvertKit to tag them as a special, they're buying this particular offer. Then you can go to automations and create your email sequence just for that offer. So we
Okay.
can get very targeted with
Okay.
ConvertKit's functionality. So
is ConvertKit, that's what you were showing us, Kit, right? This
yes.
ConvertKit. Okay. So is this something that, how do I put this? I'm trying to find the verbiage. Is it so it gathers the emails, like it's a CRM then, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And also with ConvertKit, something that I'm going to recommend that you do, because I'm not sure their policies on affiliate products. I know for Amazon, you can't direct link. You have
Yeah.
to have it go through your site. So something
Which
I'm
is fine.
with ConvertKit is perhaps either setting up, like for the email sequence, either a second, for those of you who don't have a website, you could set up a second copy of a bridge page, and that can be your targeted page for those offers to go through. If you're doing an email sequence, it goes back to this page, and here's another angle email. So your main thing is drive your offers through a page that you
technically have a website that's called, like, my kind of domain name that I kind of, my umbrella is my last name, which is Duff. So Duff Services, right? So
Yeah.
Duff Stuff is my handle on Clickbank. So technically I could have a website called Duff Stuff.
Yes.
Then I'm selling the cat listicle. I have the dog listicle. I have, right? Is that where you're going with that? Like, you would, if
Yes.
it led to a website, so be it.
You can. Now, something to keep in mind, Convert charges you based on how many subscribers you have. So keep in mind, it's one list and it's multiple tags. So if you're bringing them through for something completely unrelated, you want to make sure you tag them when they come in through your form. And that way you could retarget just that portion of your list for those kinds of products.
Okay.
So, and I'm recommending, the blog site is just so easy because you can create main pages for your various offers, and just always, they give you 20 emails. Your 20 email sequence can go right to your main page that has your Clickbank offer link right on it. So the email promoting this particular job offer, like in my case, they'll go to my page talking about it. Then they click and it goes right to my hop link, VSL or whatever that offer is going to have with it. So it's got a lot of functionality if we drive through a site. And if you don't
Okay.
have a site, use Adam's Flexi pages. I think you can do that, and it won't be a problem with some of these autoresponders that don't allow a direct linking.
Okay. So can we back up? I would like to ask some questions about a banner. And I
Uh-huh.
noticed I had to step out for a sec, but I noticed you were in Flexi there
Yeah.
and had shown the banner. So, and and I could have heard you wrong, but did you say you were creating that banner in Flexi or
Okay. Two things. You got the banner for the ads. That's
correct?
done in Pixel Press.
Yeah,
So
okay. That's what I was going to ask. Where does
yes,
Pixel Press come in here? So you
Pixel
create
Press
it
will be
there and then you're bringing it over from Pixel Press.
then when the person clicks your banner on Adam's list that has just like Live Intent, you had the banner
Yep.
ads, click it, it goes to this page. And I
Okay.
showed,
Okay.
you might have missed this, but Flexi is 4.1 has the bridge page samples.
Yes, I saw that with the rice and yeah, I saw those briefly when I was heading out the door.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think this is going to help a lot of people because I don't think maybe they've had a call where they've gone into detail, but I haven't found it yet. So there may be a lot of people with these issues. Hey, Kelly.
All right. So we were talking, we're in Flexi and you have these ones, but that we're doing it with ClickBank. So you have this, they're not the same. Like
Right.
this Flexi. So are we doing Flexi or should we be doing ClickBank?
You're doing both. So
Yeah.
think of the process. Starts with Pixel Press with a little banner that's going to go on your ad list with Adam, his market list.
Kelly, it goes back to remember I was talking about a store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your banner is the sign in the front of the store.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know
Yep.
how every store you walk into just about has two doors. You'll walk in Walmart, it's kind of a glassed area. That is your landing page. That's the Flexi. That's that. Then you're going to walk through the next door, which is going to take you into Walmart. That is your ClickBank product. That is what you're selling. And so when you're in that first entranceway, when you go through the first automatic door, you can do whatever you want in there. You can collect emails. That's what Christy's showing us. Then once you walk through the next sliding door and go directly into Walmart, that is your ClickBank product. And that's how all these pieces. So some of the components that Adam has will affect the banner, the sign outside the store. Some of the products will affect when you're in between the two doors. And then your end, when you're in the store, is your ClickBank, your Giddy Up, all of those.
But we're getting ads on a ClickBook. You can pick your top ones but we only have 5 like Flexi pages. So
Yeah. You're going to make a copy of your bridge page that you're going to use. You pick
but
which one. I
that's
told you my
not
favorite.
for sale. Like those ones aren't for sale on ClickBank.
There to tie in. So you're going to make your ad image, your ad text. You're going to change all this text to go with your ClickBank offer based on what we talked
You
about
take your
earlier.
ClickBank info and you put it
Yes.
into this.
You get the recording of the VSL. You get
Yeah.
it transcribed. That's what we were talking
This
about.
is a mini, like that's why it's
Yes.
boring in that front entranceway, right? And then the
Okay.
ClickBank is woohoo, look at it all.
Now
Look at
you
all
get
the
to watch
files.
the VSL. And they found that even though Adam mentioned that 40%, 60%, 40 to 60% jump off and they don't continue on to the VSL. But the thing to understand is that when they do go through a page like this and then go to the VSL, they're a much higher qualified lead because they're very interested in what you have to say. And so it's pre-screening the person. If they get off and they say, I don't want this, and they jump off, they're not going to be a good client likely for your product anyway.
You know
That's
when
where
you've
we
been
want
online and you've read and you rabbit hole and you go down, you watch the video and then it sends you to somewhere else?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's literally what it is.
And so what Adam has said is he's gotten better conversions doing it this way to a bridge page versus going straight on the traffic source straight to the ClickBank because you're not qualifying them. They don't know what this offer is about. You're watching a video. Why do I want to spend an hour and a half on a video? They don't know. If you gave them a pre-qualified page like this, or whether it's Media Mavens, you do the same thing. you're going to have a much more qualified person ready to check out at the end of that VSL. And so this is like the teaser to really say, do you really want this kind of thing? The opt-in PDF that you're going to, I suggest for the email list is it's really helps us to get our targeted audience out of this ad spend. You know, otherwise organic traffic is great, but it's very slow. And so I'm like, let's do something with an email, and then you can offer other products if you've got their email list and you continue to email them every week, especially the email sequence follow-up. I think that's pretty powerful what we can do with having an email opt-in versus just going with a straight landing page.
The creation of the email capture it's just another avenue for you to potentially make more money.
Yes.
If you follow Christy, has some other courses where she explains how you can get on Amazon and be deemed, correct me if I'm wrong, Christy, but an influencer. Well, you need 5,000 emails for that, right? I think it's
Well,
five.
it's
What's that?
usually at least 1,000 followers on
1,000.
social media. So it could be
So
YouTube, it could be
yeah,
Facebook, but they have to be
What
following you.
Adam does to us by trying to sell us other programs.
Yeah. Yeah, but that he would not qualify for Amazon's influencer program unless his followers were on Facebook and YouTube. And I don't know, he may have followers, but he hasn't told me where. So, but he's got the email list. Notice that. Even Adam collects leads.
yeah, he does.
And
Yeah,
guess who's paying for ads on EMB? All the people that are in the program, right? Do you
yeah.
get those leads? No, Adam does. Okay. So he's monetizing his traffic, and that's the power of owning an email list. And I've said this before, and I'm kind of going to sound like a broken record, but whoever owns the email owns the business. And my dream in bringing my Creative Traffic Strategies, Creative Profits Academy courses into Discord, into this community, was so that you guys, when your mentorship is done, you have a digital asset. You have the tools. You know how to build a business, even if you can't stay on with Cherrington for whatever reason, because our platform fees are, pricey and all that. So the idea is to give you guys more tools, more resources, so that you guys can be successful as an entrepreneur. So you might check those out. I know you're kind of new, Kelly, and I don't know if Mary's checked out my videos yet in creative. It's in the Creative Traffic Strategies section of the Discord community on the left-hand side. I have my videos linked in
Notice they
there.
took them off the site, so
Yeah. And on my site, I have more resources than what I could stick into Discord. So really just take down my website, creativeprofitsacademy.com, because that way you can research a lot. The one piece I don't have fixed on it is the ConvertKit email connection. I have it set to my MailChimp. That's what I started on. And I'm learning ConvertKit. So until I get my platform built, I can't re-record that section of the training modules. So I'll teach you ConvertKit. It's just got way more functionality. Price point is better than MailChimp. So I really highly recommend ConvertKit over MailChimp. So just be aware, if you're looking at my Create Connection over email videos, take it with a grain of salt. You're going to go to ConvertKit and you'll do a lot better, because you can even create your own products in ConvertKit and sell them through the platform, which you can't do so easily with MailChimp. So
Kelly, if you even just get Christy's booklet and
yeah,
read it, the five
passion profit.
passion profits,
Yeah,
it'll just explain why you're collecting these emails and what you could potentially down the road do with them. Even if you're not going to do anything with them right now,
yeah.
it's just an investment for yourself to be
Mhm.
open to other things later. That's all. That's all
Yeah.
this is. And you're in no way, shape, or form are you forced or have to do this. If you feel you just want to concentrate on just doing your Flexi page and your banner, and then you want to, for your first product, then do that. And you want to the next one add this, so be it. Like, don't feel that you have to do this. It's
That's
just,
why I put my courses up for free for the entire build out.
mhm.
How to get on with Amazon. I mean, all those pieces I show you in my videos. It's great stuff you can always go back to, because when I came into Sheridan, then we got shut down with Live Intent. I was like, what am I going to do? I didn't know what I was going to do, because we were dealing with the transition with Live Intent for 3 months. And I'm like, then I learned how to make money online in these other systems and with Amazon. And really, I'm making about 300 a month. It's not a ton, but I'm making that consistently right now through the digital asset creation that I teach you guys how to do. And so I'm like, as a student who came in with the same issues, I'm coming back. I came back to Adam and said, hey, can I bring this back into the community to help people? Because not everyone has the ad spend money that it takes to really get these products to go. And I think with some of my additional strategies, people can actually do really well, even if they don't have a ton of money up front to get those ads. So
What do you say?
yeah.
I put it on the side.
All right, cool.
What did he say?
Oh, he told me I'm totally good to bring this in. That's why he's like, I could do the Zoom calls and like, yeah. And originally put me on as a coach, but they've with all the transitions and everything, he's had to cut back a lot of his coaches. So cost wise, was a big part of it. But he loves
Oh,
what I'm
that just
doing.
so we didn't have to pay them?
Yeah, he had to cut costs. I mean,
Oh,
you know what happened with EMB? I mean, he cut 75% of his staff, I found out. So, I mean, I don't know if that's exact percentage, but it was a lot of people. So he just with EMB switching over, then losing live intent, having to change everything over, and now he's got to refilm everything. I mean, he's over his head, and obviously with change, and he didn't have his back end going with the funding on EMB because he had to switch to the new folks. So it's
I haven't even done EMB. I have no intention of doing it.
yeah, it's a
I
lot of
mean,
money.
I just like, I don't want to promote something I'm not making money at yet. It's just silly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of where I was like, I was gonna go all in on that, but I'm like, well, I haven't got this to even work yet. I'm only a month in and I can't even figure this out. So maybe I better I just yeah, I wanted to be further ahead, but now I was hoping to start drawing money, after a couple months. But
yeah, and
yeah,
what
that's
concerns me is the guarantee that you're paying for every month. I mean, the 10,000 that you won't lose if you put that in. Well, the reality is you're paying the amount that in 10 months, 12 months, you've already paid 10,000 to be in the guaranteed program. So essentially, I don't know. I just don't like that level of risk of 50% loss that you're guaranteed to not lose more than 50%. To me, that makes me uncomfortable. And if I'm going to put that kind of risk, I'll put it on my own stuff, and I don't have that kind of money anyway. So, but I mean, that's just my perspective, honestly. I hope it works out. I mean, with the new platform, new people, maybe they're going to do better because they were,
I'm still a little concerned with all this stuff because I'm like, when I signed in, I didn't want to have to be doing all Facebook ads
yeah,
and
that's EMB,
and
but
then
that's
he
Facebook.
mentioned even the last ad I just seen that was even advertised recently. It still talks about ClickBank, and I'm like, or no, we don't do ClickBank, and I'm like, yeah, we're doing ClickBank now.
Yeah.
So I
Well, because
don't.
he's got to fix his ads now because everything changed when live intent went. But in a way, I think it's a good thing because I remember the real money making products were the ClickBank products when I came in.
So are any of you guys making money yet? Christy, you've been at it long enough. You got money coming
Yeah.
in from ads, you said.
It's my affiliate, my organic stuff that I teach in my courses. That's my money right now. The ads have been
But
kind of an up
were
and
you
down.
making money from the ads?
And my ads aren't running right now because we're on a new platform. I mean, you even heard the coaches today. We're all trying to learn this new platform and the new structure. So it's hard to have money making when you're still trying to learn what is our new process. So, but I do
In the
enjoy.
past, though, you did make money through Cherrington Media, correct?
I ran ads. I never got it profitable, but I ran out of money before I did, and that was an
Right.
issue.
That was
First one.
ClickBanks or that was the EBM
I
All
wasn't
of it.
doing EMB. It was
or
the
EMB, sorry.
Maven stuff and some of the and click we see I was running ClickBank products trying to get those ads to convert when ClickBank shut down. So I
Oh,
didn't go through the whole process. So to be fair, like I'm not a good example. I
yeah.
saw that people go through the process making money. So I was just getting started when that whole thing shut out. Then we went to Media Mavens. Then we had all this trouble with live intent. And I started some ads and then like I'm not doing this. It was too saturated. And then I'm like, okay, I need to figure out another way. And that's when I started looking at email. Can I do something with email? And that's kind of where, and I ended up, hey, let's do these programs. It's working on Amazon. So I'll
Yeah.
teach that. And so I kind of focused on building my course and I haven't really gotten back to Media Mavens because I wanted to actually get this working.
Yeah.
And now we're on a new platform.
Someone's
So a
got
lot of
their hand
Well,
change.
up,
and
Christy.
What?
Someone's got their hand up there.
Oh, I can't
Well,
tell.
it was
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
hi, it's Meg.
Hi,
I did
Nick.
the whole EMB program thinking that it would be my my cushion to be able to, make the extra funds to be able to do the marketing and learn all that kind of stuff at the same time. And so that just basically ate away all the money that I took out from my retirement fund. So it didn't work. And so that was the biggest complaint that I did say to Cherrington, like, listen, I don't have anything anymore and I need help here. So that was the big thing for me.
That's
So
why
I
I'm
would like,
going through all the steps to make sure I hit every single thing for the requirements for the refund.
Yeah,
so
it changed.
I mean, I'm
yeah,
sorry to say that, but I mean, if I can make it work with this go round, I will. But if not, I'm going to request a refund. It's a lot of money we're paying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
well, that
So
was the
far,
thing.
so
Mine
far, I
ran
don't know
out
anybody
before.
who's made money other than the coaches.
yeah, and they were they got their ClickBank stuff working right at the beginning before getting shut out. So, you know, that's that's
The coaches,
yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, the, I don't get why Mike is gone, Michael Turr, and Bruce is coaching us because Bruce's answers keep changing. I mean, I love Bruce, but I like Bruce, but every day his answer changes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I worked with Michael the most. So he was my
It,
coach. He was the guy I stuck with. So honestly, I'm not real familiar with Bruce's style, and so I can't really say yes or no to
I didn't mean to
his
turn
perspective.
your
Yeah.
thing into a bitch session. I
No,
apologize.
no. No, I get
But
it.
we
You
all
know what?
we all miss
You
Mike. That's a
yeah,
fact. That's
yeah,
a thing. But we're just gonna have to work with. And I just have realized I'm really leaning on the concierge to help me navigate all of the back end stuff. Because I feel the coaching calls aren't going to be what they were for helping, piece that stuff all together, compared to before. But honestly, the VAs are very capable for, anything where you're needing to stick pictures or clip film or whatever. They're going to help you and hold your hand. And, so I think that that's going to be the big thing. Just leaning on them heavily, I think will be beneficial. And I think too, once the training is launched, that's also going to help a lot of people like Blaze you know, and we have to remember the key here, the reason I bought in and the big key is Adam has done this for 20 some years. So he's not the only one that got caught, forgive me but with his pants down because of Live Intent. Live Intent got bought out by another company and then completely changed the playbook. That
yeah,
playbook
they did.
didn't fit in with what we're doing. And so that's not entirely their fault.
No.
What I said once before, and I'll say it again, is I'm thankful that I'm going through this and I'm with someone like Cherrington because they're the one figuring it out and navigating it and rewriting it. Because if I was on my own doing this,
Yeah.
I would be navigating and rewriting it on my own.
Yeah.
It's just I know a lot of people, time is not the biggest thing on their end. But again, Adam gave everybody a fresh start for
Yeah.
your memberships, which I mean that is huge. Everybody started fresh on whatever date it is in February here, and that's huge. I don't know a lot of companies that would do that. So I mean, and I mean these. I'm looking at this stuff of Christie's as, um, I was a business owner. I lost my business and back in the day. And so if there's anything I learned, I want to have two or three or four online things going because if something like this happens, ClickBanks could disappear for
Yeah.
all right? So that's why I'm following Christy and learning. I have these other businesses I've talked with her about that I want to do. And, I'm gathering emails because, yeah, who knows? I might have something that takes off and I end up with 100,000 emails. Well, all of a sudden you can sell these email lists. That's a thing,
And you
right?
can monetize with Beehive too, with
Yeah,
brands partnering with you. I know
yeah,
as little as 2,000, you start making money. So that's why I say the digital asset piece, at
it's
least
huge.
collecting email, it's huge. It's a piece I think that Sheridan misses so
Yeah.
much with not integrating this into their programs. And that's why I
I
feel
think give it a
strongly about
year and I think it'll end up becoming a component.
it. Maybe
But
so.
I no, it's just they're overwhelmed right now trying to get
Yeah.
everybody up and running and something functioning. And I
Yeah.
just think that, um, and I think that I even think that the EB, I'm saying it wrong, EBM,
EMB.
EMB.
EMB, thank you. Dyslexia and acronyms do not go
Oh
hand in
yeah.
hand, just saying. I feel that even that is going to come back and do very well. I really do because of his new, like I sat on a couple of those calls and I had just listened and I'm the team that's there. Oh boy, do they want to prove themselves. And
Cool.
so that's big. Like sometimes, it's for those of you that aren't Christian, I get it, but God does things for a reason, and sometimes the reason is unknown to us. But man, when the pieces come together and I get to benefit, works for me. That's what I
Yeah.
always say, right?
God causes
So
all things to work together for good to those who love God and called
yeah,
to
see, she
his
says it
purpose.
more eloquently than me. I'm rough.
That's just
I,
scripted.
as I tell you, I'm an edgy Christian.
We have so much
So,
fun.
but yeah, so anyways, I know, like I think the ClickBanks, and Adam did say on his call too, it's not just gonna be ClickBanks. Like he's talking about 8 or 9 of them, ClickBanks. So which I guess is that
Different.
publishers or
It's more like Giddy Up was one of his gadget
yes,
networks that did some really edgy kind of gadgets that people don't know about. So come Christmas, throw in some Giddy Up products on a
yeah,
listicle. It could run. Like
yeah,
people
it
never
will
seen
run.
those before.
It will run.
Okay,
So
so quick question before we sign off. We did the AI companion. I see that now. How do I get that transcript?
I'm gonna find out. My brother's got the recording, so I'll learn. So I think what my plan right now is under weekly assignments, maybe post our Zoom links. And if there's a way that I don't know how the transcript comes out, I have no idea. So we'll find out. But I think that it's going to be valuable to have an archive of this because I think we're doing something, especially for 9 to 5ers. They can't be on the call with Bruce and all the others. And the other piece that's missing is, at least from what I've seen, maybe Bruce and Todd will start doing more hands-on, but I haven't seen it yet.
yeah,
And Michael was really good on hands-on.
exactly. And
I
that's what
used to
we're
So
do
missing.
hands-on with him. Yeah.
are you doing this again, Christy, at night, every
Yes.
night, or just one night a week?
One night a week on Tuesdays. I said I'm
Okay.
going to take Michael's call because Michael and I used to do the coaching together on the
Okay.
evenings, exact time. And I told Adam when he brought me on, I said, if you ever got to a place where you financially can't afford to pay me, I would serve for free because I believe in what I learned and what I could offer to the community can help. And so I always approach things a little bit bigger than Sheridan does because I've had to go out there and figure out other things to help with my tiny budget. And I had other things happen, like being a single mom, a car accident, wrecked my car. The same year I got into Sheridan. On top of that, my house, I had some major repair had to be done. Like my ad budget was gone and it wasn't their fault. Like I was starting to do it. Live Intent shuts down, then I lose all this money. So like I have had to be innovative. And that's what you're going to see if you go to Creative Profits Academy, download my PDF, 5 passive income strategies, and just see some of the things I've been playing around with. And I'm getting some of those to work. I just opened my t-shirt line. Alyssa and I have been talking about doing stuff like
I was
that.
gonna say, do you have time or you gotta go?
I
I was
could
gonna
show
say,
you real quick some stuff
yeah,
I'm creating. Do you want to see
yeah.
it real quick?
Some
Because
Yeah,
people
real
might
quick.
have to go. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm like
I
down.
was
It's almost, yeah, I gotta run it.
okay.
I'm at a different time zone.
Oh, sure, Kelly. Well, thanks for joining. We'd love to have you every Tuesday night and share the word. Like, see if we can get more of the community because I think a lot of people, since I'm not officially a coach, I'm not on Adam's site anymore. They don't know or they don't realize I bring a lot of stuff to the table. And I think I can
I
really
think you guys were great. I really liked this smaller group. It made me feel more secure. So you guys were
cool.
great. Everybody was super helpful. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, Kelly. Really enjoyed
yeah.
having
Bye.
you. Okay, so let me jump into my Amazon merch on demand. I think I still have the share up, so let me just bring a new tab. Let me just do this. Merch on demand. I'm just going to show you my, oh, it may make me log in. I don't want to show this on screen. So let me stop sharing and then I'll bring it up in a second. There we go. I just have to, I don't want to show my password. I had to reset things. Oh, watch out too. You go out to Amazon Merch on Demand. There's a scammer out there trying to get passwords, and that's what happened to me. I got on a site very closely named, not correct. So let me see. And if I can do that, I'm gonna have to actually pull up because I forgot my new password. I had to change it all. I don't know if it'll remember it or not. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can do that. Okay, let me get logged in. Now I got to go do a double opt-in. I don't want to lose my accounts with them now that I got all that and got scammed. My logins. So I had to like quickly try to close everything out or close the passwords out, that is. Okay, let me go ahead and go back to screen sharing. There we go. Let's see. Here we go. Share. Which one would that be?
Dun, 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 dun,
Here we
dun.
go. I was having fun the other night. Let me pull this little Zoom toolbar out of the way. All right. So in the dashboard, oof, my Zoom is right in the way. I don't know how to do this. Okay, let me try this. All right. So in the dashboard, once you get approved to start, and it's really easy. Amazon influencer, you have to have 1,000 followers. But for KDP, the Amazon books, and for t-shirts, it's very easy to set up. And you can, as long as you're buying things on Amazon and you have a good count and good standing, they'll let you set up your own platform. So this is what I did. I just went in to create and I dropped my artwork. Now, you have to have something large enough. This level pixels, you also have to be careful to watch out for trademarks. And so I actually researched, I don't have it up on this computer, but maybe another time I'll show you. There's a website for trademark research. I also found out Amazon has, through the print on demand platform, you can create your own brand. But in my case, I couldn't find my brand, the brand I wanted. I tried to create and I thought it was open. Well, I got in and I found it. I was on somebody else's brand, even though they didn't have a trademark. So that's something I discovered, is that even the trademark sites do not guarantee that your brand is only uniquely yours and somebody else isn't already publishing under that. Because Amazon's print on demand is kind of like a generic, you can create your own brand, but you're not exactly licensed for that brand. Kind of a little difference on the t-shirt side. But so I had to do some research and then I found
So
things.
little thing being business and
Yeah.
coming from that world and trademarks.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people will say they're trademarked and they're not. And even if someone goes and trademarks, if you can prove that your products were started before and that term and that name before the person trademarked, they could technically lose the trademark. Again, talk to a lawyer and confirm that. But I'm in Canada and I know that because I had to go through that with someone. And so if you can prove that you registered it, because it takes, like a trademark takes, well, up here it's 2 years to get it. Like it doesn't happen overnight, but it goes from that date of filing and proof socially that you started using it.
Yeah.
So that's why, like for me, my t-shirt line, I've already started my Facebook page, even though I haven't got anything going on it. That page is a public stamp with
Good
that
point.
name. And so, if you're gonna, it's a business page and you just leave it silent, but it's stamped and it's dated. So if
Good
someone
idea.
scoops up, because they do that, they get on GoDaddy and they buy up the names and the .coms and whatever. So if you can prove that you started it before someone else, then it's yours. So
Yeah, I didn't go that route, but maybe I should.
yeah. You want to put a public stamp on something that you're talking about or you're thinking about, you want to lay claim as
Yeah,
quickly as you can.
my understanding is at least, I mean, technically, because if you go through the print on demand, it's supposed to be putting like a date like with it.
Yeah, it would.
But it's kind of like with books. You write it, you own it. Like
Yeah,
it's to write even without an official trademark and trade name. And
yeah.
Amazon on their book side will actually give you an ISBN for your
Mhm.
books.
Yeah,
But it's a published through Amazon.
yeah,
So you're really safe with that. The print on demand, I don't know enough yet.
yeah.
Buying that trade man name is like $350. It's who knows how long. I haven't invested that, but
Yeah.
I've given it some thought. I'm not sure. I'm gonna
But I was told by my lawyer that starting a business, it's not a guarantee, but starting a email, Facebook business page and utilizing, like, you can't trademark just words. Like, you can trademark your company name,
yeah,
but
I got an
just a
LLC.
saying, like saved by grace,
Mhm.
that's a saying. You can't
Yeah.
trademark that. You
Right,
can trademark the exact color scheme, font, and your brand being stamped with that, but the saying itself, you can't trademark that because
right.
then there'd be no English language left for everyone to use for freedom of speech. Now, again,
Yeah, and
my lawyer, but
you have to be careful, like with the t-shirts, to Google phrases because you could be wanting to put on a t-shirt a phrase that's trademarked. Could be a lyric of a song. Don't even
that's,
know. Like,
yeah.
so I do the best I can because that's the one thing that get your store shut down
Mhm.
is violating a trademark. And I come up with these ideas, then I Google, is there anything on it? And I look at the trademark sites. Is there anything that I could see? And then I think I'm going to be okay doing that. But honestly, I'm so new at trying to research this. I spent quite a bit of time the other night trying to figure it out. And uh, yeah, so what I did is I tried to look for a brand that was unique to me, and I messed up the first time I put some t-shirts in.
The other
Yeah.
way to trademark quickly is to do
Mhm.
a named LLC, and
A
that's a
name?
lot cheaper. A named LLC.
Yeah, I already
So
got a name. A trade name LLC, if that's what you mean by that.
yeah, so if you like this t-shirt line, if you have that in an LLC, that's
Yes.
another way that it's technically trademarked because that's a
Okay.
dated document.
Yeah, I brought my cats and gadgets under my LLC,
Hmm.
but I did kind of spin the name a little bit on Amazon. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Maybe I need to go back and publish exactly my domain since I brought it officially the name under the LLC.
Yeah.
But
I'm not like, I know corporations more because I'm from Canada,
yeah,
but like you can have an unlimited number of corporations, right? And I'm
yeah,
assuming
yeah, and
LLCs. And I
yeah,
believe when you file them yourself, they're not super expensive down there. I think they're,
I did it with my lawyer, but it wasn't bad.
yeah,
$250.
yeah. See, and I think we did them on our own and they were half that.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, sorry, go on.
Cool. No, that's a good idea though. I'd have to do some more research. The hardest part, I try to put in what I thought was a safe brand name. Amazon search doesn't find them at
No,
all.
no.
So it's making it real hard. At one
But
point I found
you
it.
can go and do a name search in an LLC and it doesn't cost you anything. And then at least I think it's somewhat similar to a corporation in Canada. For example, I can go do a name search up here and it's held for 90 days, even though I don't pay anything because I did the search, or it's like $25 or whatever. And then it's held for 90 days. And if it fails, the search fails, somebody's already got that name.
Yeah. So it's really easy for here. Mainly I do the trademark website, I do my LLC filing, and it doesn't guarantee everything unless I were registering a trademark, which I didn't do. They say it doesn't guarantee. Anyway, these are some of the images. It was so easy. I use a website called Kittle.
Kittle, yeah, I was looking at that one.
I did buy the annual the next level up, which gives you the let me go ahead and just log in here. It gives you the ability to get the larger graphics, which is what you need for Amazon print on demand. And it has some really cool templates too. Oh, what is it doing? Okay. Yeah. Here's my image that I used on my t-shirts. And with Amazon, you have all these other products that you can do pop sockets and cases for your phone and all that fun stuff. And I don't know why it's
Now, a
taking
lot of this you can do in Canva, my understanding as well. It's just Kindle is more geared for it.
Canva does not guarantee you that the fonts are safe, like they're not allowed for commercial use. So I've heard of people using Canva creations, putting it on a t-shirt and getting in trouble on these platforms because their fonts
Yeah.
were licensed. And so I use Kindle because everything is licensed, the text, the fonts, and then I use AI tool to create my little kitties.
Hmm.
And all of that is it's licensed for commercial use. I can use it as t-shirt, print on
Yeah.
demand, no issues.
Oh, this is perfect. We're doing the 45 plus women, like age women. I mean, cats and kittens. Like you need a contact email for in your landing pages with this, because I mean, this is gonna, you're just golden here.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing in New Jersey?
This is this is my t-shirt I loaded the other night. And then I did another one. I'll show you another one. I made these phrases up and I didn't see anything that
I would take that one step further, just my 2 cents. I would put baby kittens could be fur babies forever.
oh, fur babies. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh, maybe I'll do another AI image. So it'll
yeah,
be unique, but I
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're not trademarking that, are you?
No, no, no. Yeah, the cats are all yours. I've already told you what I'm doing for
I
my t-shirt line.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be out on the fringe. It's gonna be
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So we'll see if this one will come up. I came up with this. I kind of woke up with this phrase. Trust is earned one kitty at a time.
That's good.
Oh,
And I had fun
you
with
know
the
what
block.
they're doing here for Valentine's? They're like for women that had just been heartbroken or whatever. Neuter. The do you know what TNR program is?
No.
It's we trap and then we neuter and
And
then we
release.
release it back. So in the city areas, we have, all these ferals and so we have that program right now where we're giving women a chance to bring in a feral and have it TNR'd so that the name is on the what you call it, the thing that you put in the skin, so it's
Chip, the chip,
but the
microchip.
chip says the person's name.
Ah,
That's hilarious.
So yeah, so the
So
male
if I'm
kitty cats are
if I'm
neutered.
Anna and Bobby burned me, I'm going and getting a dog or a cat and I'm getting it neutered and it's called Bobby. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the whole
okay.
thing.
I love
So
it. I love it.
yeah,
Where do I
so
sign up?
I have all these women that are like saying, how do I get this, whatever. And I'm like, well, this veterinarian, I had to get a bunch of veterinarians to agree to do that. So
It's awesome.
so see how like I did the black and white
sorry.
with gray? And you
Yeah.
can also do different color t-shirts and it depends on the type of product. But hey, that's gonna work pretty how do I do that? And
So
I
these
must
are
be
print on demand, right? So there's no
yeah.
stock, there's no it's somebody
Nothing.
orders
Yeah,
and
it's
then
awesome.
Yeah, and there's no cost. Like I
oh
literally just
nice.
create the only cost was Criddle.
Yeah.
And
Which is
then trade
how
name
much
read
is that a year? Do you mind me asking?
it was I found an influencer and I don't know how to get this, so I gotta get it one day. But this influencer was able to work a 25% discount for the year. So I
Okay.
got it for $90 and it's normally 120.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a deal the other night. I have his code, so
I'll
maybe
take the code.
yeah, let me go look it up here. I'd like
Put
to
it
give you
put it in
my
the
own.
chat when you get a second here.
I might just wait because I need to research and see how to get on maybe I'll get my own code. I'm still trying to get ConvertKit to approve me as it,
Okay. Okay.
but it would be nice to kind of
I'll give you a week.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I might just yeah, I need to research. That was one of the things I
Yeah.
wanted to do. But it's
Yeah.
so fun. There's hoodies, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with it. And something to watch. I learned how to do it now. you select your location. If you're going to do English, you don't want this showing up in Japan
Yeah.
and all those other places, Italian and whatever. So I have, and there's a way to limit it when you go to load it. If you don't limit it on the front side, it's going to display everywhere. And they decided to show up my UK store because I have a UK influencer page. So that's why it's saying it can't dispatch to my location because it pulled this up on UK instead of on my American. It's kind of funny. But there's my fun little, now you can't see it. See, I need to get my regular Amazon. What in the world? Why did you jump into the wrong English? I need English. All right. Yeah, this is also fun. This is my Amazon, just my Amazon earnings. And it's only been like 2 weeks. I do about 300 a month, and I'm already up to, this is just the US and Canada. I haven't done Canada yet officially, but Canada still comes in. It's pretty fun with all this. I was going to show you, but now it's sitting there loading slow. There we go. Yeah. Not bad for 11 days into the month, and I'm at 135. So we'll see if this continues, but this is my tracking. This is on-site earnings through my affiliate on Amazon. And then this is my, what goes through my website and what goes through my YouTube. And that's so far this month. It'll grow once I get to greenhouse season because I do a lot of garden products and people buy greenhouses. And
You
then
didn't do that short little advertisement I told you to do, eh?
no, I didn't. I'm too busy right now.
This
So-
will make you money, I swear. Holy Spirit told me you need
Oh,
to do it.
I need to.
It's a 30-second clip. It doesn't need
I
to be
just got to go
fancy.
find my stuff and do it. Yeah, you're giving me a kick in the behind. I kind of need it. So, all right. Well, there you go. A little bit of the fun, creative side. You know, there's lots of options in like KDP books. I'm at $50 already this month, and then, and see, it's only 2 weeks, so I could be up to $100 this month on that too. 300 on this, $100 on that. See how my t-shirts go. I haven't figured out how to promote them, so I got to get that part figured out. Got to get more t-shirts loaded. Lots of things to do, but create your digital assets. And
How
then,
are the quality of the t-shirts?
oh, it's Amazon quality. They talk about it. I don't know. You know, imagine they have premium t-shirts. They have different quality. I should jump back into that, and then I'll show you what
I'm
they
just
show.
curious. I just bought a whole shit ton of t-shirts off Temu.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Team was China. Who knows? On demand. I want
I
to make
know,
sure.
but they're cheap.
Okay, here you go. Guide to product quality. Shall we take a look
I
at
see, Mary, it's funny you bring that up because the other day I was thinking, I bet Temu gives Walmart a run for its money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm
Well,
not kidding. I see them
they
being,
vary.
I see
Some
them
are nice
being
and
Walmart's
soft, and some
competition.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ordered these yet. So, I mean,
Okay.
you know, order one or two here and there. I'm going to play around with creatives and then I can display and do a video on it. Maybe make more sales that way.
Yeah.
My
I wonder
cats
if
and
you could put
gadgets.
some of those Temu designs in there if they're like already copyrighted, you know? Because there's some funny ass t-shirts in there. I mean, it depends on what kind of t-shirt you're doing, but
Yeah, I just try to make sure I'm not stepping on somebody else and get in trouble and get sued. You can get your store taken down if you do that. So,
I've got several cat shirts, by the way. That's what's funny about it.
so I've got the Cats and Gadgets YouTube channel, and then I've got Green Living Off Grid YouTube channel. So I kind of have the garden and I got the cats. So I'm kind of like I have two avenues. That's why building online, building an audience is really the key. That's, that's where it's at. The money's in the list. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I'm just having a lot of fun here. This is great. And I don't know what to tell you about the quality per your definition of quality. Like you might, who knows?
How much are they? Do the price points work out to? Do you pick it or does Amazon? How does that work?
Amazon has a minimum amount per
Okay.
product. And you can
Okay.
up it if you want, but you can't take it down. Like,
Okay.
It's
Do
about
you know what the
16.
minimum was on t-shirts?
The amount that they recommend, they start at 16, but they might allow you to go down to a certain threshold. I didn't try.
Yeah.
But 16 is a
Okay.
fair price.
So my question is, if you do Amazon on demand, for t-shirts, then I'd also be able to take that over to Facebook, correct? and
You
link
can
it.
embed a link to
Yeah.
Amazon from Facebook. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And YouTube, same thing.
Okay.
So you can also take these same graphics on Criddle and create a printful store shop on your website. That's another whole platform that integrates with WordPress. And then you can have your own drop shipping store. I don't want to deal with the management, and Amazon platform has so much, but that you could do for Etsy as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm not
lot of
ready for
options.
Etsy yet. I figured I'd start with like Facebook and
Yeah.
Amazon and then move over to Etsy, but
Etsy's like $30 a month. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it all depends on, am I making this or not?
Yeah.
If I'm not, I'm not going to pay for it. That's kind of
Yeah.
where my attitude is. And I may explore ads at some point with Amazon and see where that goes.
Okay.
But right now I got to pay some bills. That's what I'm kind of working out right now.
Yeah.
So,
So I just
yeah, it's going to be
okay,
enough to
cool.
do Sheridan ads. So see where that goes. But yeah, good questions. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I was exploring things. I'm just going to keep pursuing those 5 passion profit strategies, passive income, KDP books. I want to get Audible at some point. I just haven't dug into it yet, but I got the t-shirt started. I'm going to dig into that a little more. And those are kind of the areas I'm sort of focusing on. Drop shipping, it takes a lot of ad spend to get it off the ground. And so I built the store on my platform, but haven't pushed it, and it's complicated. I got hacked a little bit with the bot got in there and took my site down with Springs hosting. It was an easy restore, but it's just, I don't know if I want to mess with it, because then you have the issue when you start bringing in payment processors to your site. And if you have some vulnerability on a plugin you don't know about, I mean, do I want to spend my time on that? And then shipping is
That's not a right now. That could be a future thing, right? Like
it could be. And so you just have to figure out where you're going to focus. For me, I love ConvertKit because they have the payment processor integrated. I can do digital products. I can create an email sequence, all for the one price that I pay until, my list grows. Run ads with Adam. Let's see where this goes. So a sequence of emails that I can continue to go back to. I mean, I might actually make really good money on the ads, even if they don't convert on the front end at first, when you're testing. So what happens if on the back end, I'm able to make all that up and I'm break even straight out the door because I have a good sequence of emails. So that's kind of a lot of my focus right now is going to be learning email marketing. I bought a bunch of things, bunch of tools, bunch of courses to try to get better with email. And that's where I'm going to really focus. Plus it's going to play right into Adam's ads. And that's what we're going to get going right
his
here.
is email anyways too. So
yeah, exactly. So if this is something I need to focus on, and the other things, I mean, when I want to play with graphics at night because I'm tired, throw a t-shirt up, kind of where I'm at on that. So see what happens. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. It's now 2 hours, and I enjoyed all of you all hanging on here for so long. Yep, Meg put in the chat, Creative Profits Academy is my site. CreativeProfitsAcademy.com. That's where my PDF is. You can download it if you haven't yet. And eventually, as I figure out my email sequence, you're going to get my emails. So it's something I'm going to start building out. So anyway.
Could I have 2 minutes of your time after everybody leaves?
Sure.
Are you sure? Okay.
I don't know if I can stop the recording though. You know what? I don't have control to stop the recording. So if it needs to be private, why don't we jump on Discord hands-on help?
I can
call you on Discord. Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Oh, Tim said something.
Hey, Tim's still monitoring. Thanks,
Yeah,
Tim.
He said he could stop recording.
Okay. Well, then we could do that. All right. Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you, Tim. Well, let's have him stop the